Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gendron Tarot. Focus. There we go. Created by Melanie Gendron. Website is usgamesinc.com. Supportive Oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Website is hayhouseradio.com. There's a couple others on the inside here. Feel free to freeze frame and check any of those out that you so desire. Okay. My nose is itching all of a sudden. What do we have for Taurus? I like that for you. Why do I like that for you? You have the Seven of Swords to start with, which is interesting. Sun card popping out, trying to. That is Seven of Swords for Taurus. Very odd for Taurus. Very odd for Taurus. Did somebody make you mad? Like, what happened? Seven of Swords for Taurus is just a very odd... I feel like this is you walking away from something. Very odd. Yeah, somebody pissed you off. Okay. I'm seeing this. It's usually the Devil card in most decks. It's the Deceiver in this one. But somebody made you mad. Somebody pushed the button. It's kind of like, oh, that's how you want to be? Then you do it. This is really good for you to disconnect this way. Takes a lot to get you to do it. Takes a lot to get you to do it. And what I'm expecting is I'm expecting them to fail. I'm not happy. I feel like you're taking the quiet approach. You want to do it? Go ahead, do it. I gotta go. You're really mad though when this happens. It's kind of like, you do that, I'll do this, we'll see how it goes. I feel like you have your eye on it. So it's like, I'm not going to let devastation happen here, but like, alright, let's see if they're going to do it. I know they're going to fail, but alright, go ahead. And I step right away. But it's even with the Seven of Swords, I don't feel like you're completely just ignoring it. Maybe you are. I'll take it with a grain of salt. It's just not like Taurus to completely disconnect, but maybe. I feel like you're disconnecting, like, I'll let them think I disconnected completely. But it does seem to me like you're still keeping, like, there's something like, I'll know if it goes really bad. Like, I'll know. One way or another, I'll know if this goes really bad. So, it does work, though. The person that you're dealing with makes these decisions. Sideways decisions. Can we get more context on, like, I question this person and how they make decisions. I have questions about that. That's Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. And the Lover's card on its side, they know what they're doing. It may look on the outside like they're making random decisions, but they're not. They know what they're doing. They definitely know what they're doing. With the Two of Pentacles, no, it's the Four of Pentacles. I keep wanting to say the Two. And this is actually the Two of Wands. I have this really strong pentacle feel with this person, though. As if they know what they're doing, they just make it look random on the outside. And they definitely have goals. And I've said this in this deck, I've done it in a couple of the readings. The Prince and Princess in this deck, it depends on what's going on around them. Sometimes it's a page energy, sometimes it's a knight energy. That's just the way I read this deck. I'm not saying that's how it was intended, that's just how I read them. It's just, because it flounders back and forth. Page is more of a follower, knight is more of a get things done. There might be the plan there, but they make sure the plan gets taken care of. The knight can lead at times. I don't know. There's a weird energy with this. It's kind of like, what is this person doing? Might be why they're annoying you, because they seem like they're all over the place, but they always seem to be working towards something. They're not quite at the point where it's ready to come forward, but there's definitely something going on here. They know what they're doing. They have a plan. When I get the sixth, that's the seventh, right? Seventh chakra, the crown chakra, we're going to say? I think it's the crown chakra they're talking about there. They know there's a plan. There's definitely a plan. But they're not telling you the plan. Maybe that's partly why you're annoyed with them. Kind of like you're trying to kind of force their hand. Like, if you want my help, you're going to need to tell me what you're doing. If you're not going to tell me what you're going to do, I'm not going to help you. I'm annoyed with them. They're on my nerves. King of Swords. This is the whole purpose behind why I'm stepping away. Like, you're not going to tell me what you're doing? Do it on your own. I'm watching. You're watching. I know you're watching. I keep feeling like you're watching. At the very least, you will know if something goes south. What? Oh my gosh. It's my phone. It's on silent, but it'll apparently make that noise. Are you getting what you want from this? Ace of Cups, half in, half out. And then the Hanged Man reversed, which makes me feel I'm unstick. The Hanged Man reversed is kind of like things aren't quite right just yet, but it's like we're out of the noose, but we're still pulling ourselves together. You got the Healer of the Ages coming in. That's healing, literally. I mean, obviously, in my opinion. And then you got the Six of Cups. It is the Six of Cups. I want the backstory. Oh, yeah, Taurus is going to want the backstory. Definitely. I want the backstory. You're getting it. Yeah, you're getting your answers. It's taking a minute for this person to come around and realize that they need to give these answers, but they are giving you their answers. These two cards, they're off to the side. They kind of come in like this, or actually, this is how they actually were on the table. The Sun card is my favorite card in the tarot deck. So it's going to take me a minute to make peace with what's going on here. When they're telling me things, like if I'm connecting to Taurus energy, when they're telling you things, I'm having this reaction of like, I want to make decisions, but then I'm realizing this has already happened. And I'm like, I'm just shaking my head like, a sloppy plan. It was a sloppy plan. Sloppy. Very sloppy. And I feel like I'm just kind of, they already did that. Okay, here's where we are because of that. Okay. Sloppy plan. Very aggravating. Sloppy plan. We have to, once I'm caught up to like everything that happened, where things are now and why it's where it is, but more importantly, the end goal, I feel like that's what's bothering me. I see where this is supposed to end up, where they want to get, and I'm seeing their sloppy plan, what they've done this far and where we are, and I'm like, well, that wasn't the best, now was it? You have to, you don't have to do anything. And I'm saying that, but I'm also hearing at the same time, if you're going to be a part of this, you have to find a way to make peace with it. So, because I feel like it's otherwise this gonna get bad. So if you want to be happy and you want them to be happy or whatever, we gotta find a way to make. We gotta make a. We gotta find a. this sloppy plan is just really just driving me crazy for some reason. I'm not a Taurus, but I'm like totally feeling this. I'm like, oh my, no, wrong, so wrong. Just bucket loads and bucket loads of wrong. If we find a way to make peace with it, we can then start from where we are and get it as close to where it should be as possible. And just kind of like, all right. You got to find a way to make peace with it or you're going to drive yourself crazy. That's what I'm getting. This is possible, but when I'm getting it, this is how it comes in. Kind of like, at the end, are you going to be totally happy with it? No, because you're going to always look at it and go, well, if it was done the right way, this would have been a lot better. But you can make peace with it. You got to find a way to make peace with it. Somebody here is learning, they're learning, which is hilarious to me because I get this idea of like you being somebody in your late 30s, the person that's learning is in like, they're older than you noticeably. We'll just put it that way. Older than you noticeably. So it's kind of like they're learning something you already know that they don't. You know what? Life works like that though. There's so many things to learn throughout life. There's definitely going to be things that you do better than them, and there's going to be vice versa. You may be very hard-pressed to see what they do better than you, I give you that, but there's things we're going to say, for the sake of argument, just to make peace with it. This is what you're good at. This is what they're learning from you. You know, I've seen people go all the way through their life and just, there's certain things they just never live. They never learn. They just don't. This person is at least trying to learn something. If you make peace with it, you'll get a better outcome. They'll learn something from you. That's where this is going. It is aggravating, though. The key is making peace with where you end up. When you end up, the key is making peace with what you have found and building from there to get to where you're going to end up. Making peace with that, and you'll be fine. The aggravation is real. Woo, is there. Don't bring that into your future. Do yourself a favor. Don't bring that into your future. Start making peace with that now. It'll dissipate and go away because it'll be like, you know what? That's on them. That's their problem. It is what it is. It does have a good outcome. You got the cornucopia, but it's weird because the hardest part of seeing that cornucopia is if you make peace with it before you get there, it's fine. It's good. If you don't make peace with it before you get there, even though it's good, it's not going to feel good to you. Even though it's good, it's not going to feel that good to you. Just keep that in mind. So that's why you want to make peace with it now. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I'm going to let that be. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.